Women are being shoved aside for a new priority: transgender athletes.
2 teenage boys who identify as girls are allowed to compete against her.
There is a push by the radical left to let boys who, quote, identify as girls compete in women's sporting events.
Mom, it really doesn't matter because I'm running against the boys today. I won't win.
To American girls, those born with XX chromosomes, the message is give up. You can't win.
Kristen Waggoner is an attorney at the Alliance Defending Freedom.
Alliance Defending Freedom.
With Alliance Defending Freedom.
From the Alliance Defending Freedom, which is a fantastic organization, by the way. In the name of inclusiveness,
Biological males who identify as females are entering the competition and dominating their opponents.
The boys running as girls are winning, and winning big.
That destroys these girls' athletic opportunities.
Women cannot compete against these men. They just can't.
Actually, over a 2-year period, these 2 boys took over 15 state championship titles from otherwise deserving girls.
I saw that she was so far ahead of everyone else, and I thought to myself, this wasn't right. And later I found out that that athlete was a transgender female.
This is utter nonsense, allowing transgender athletes to compete with young women.
Here comes Terry Miller, takes for 200.
One of President Biden's first executive orders was to allow transgender athletes to participate in girls' sports.
Schools that receive federal funding must allow biological males that identify as females to enter girls' bathrooms, locker rooms.
The policy doesn't require anything other than simply that these males identify as female.
It will ruin the opportunity for girls to earn scholarships. It will put a glass ceiling back over women.
Madison Kenyon is a cross-country runner at Idaho State University.
We have a right to speak up about these opportunities that should be preserved to women.
the high school track and field stars behind this lawsuit: Chelsea Mitchell, Alana Smith, and Selena Soul.
I lost out on getting runner-up at meets like states and regionals, so I took home a bronze medal when I should have been taking home a silver medal.
I've still lost 4 state championships because of this issue, and I've lost countless other opportunities, and there are still so many girls that have been displaced because of this.
It's demoralizing and frustrating being forced to compete against someone who's biologically male, because no matter how hard we train and how hard we try, there is nothing that we can do to overcome the biological advantages that these transgender athletes have over the rest of us.
Girls have lost more than 85 opportunities to participate in higher levels of competition.
96% of all women CEOs play competitive sports.
That is such a huge number.
And it's not just about sports. It's women not having privacy rights in locker rooms and women's shelters. It's healthcare providers that are being forced to provide treatment that they believe hurts patients.
The Biden administration is pushing the so-called Equality Act, which ignores the real physical differences between men and women and threatens women's privacy, women's homeless shelters, and yes, even women's sports on a national level.
The science is on our side, and we do treat all people with dignity and respect, but it's wrong to gut legal protections for women.
It's been an incredibly courageous act for these young women to stand up and say, look, this is not fair.
If progress means crushing little girls, it's not progress, actually. It's bullying, it's cruelty, it's disgusting, and no society can ignore nature forever. Sorry, can't.